welcome back to the Python programming session. In today's session, we had already started with the online medical store. We have done 3 sessions on it, and today will be the fourth session, and we'll see the decrement functionality or how we can decrease the items in the cart. So let me execute my code which I had written till yesterday. So I'd worked on the increment functionality. So when I increased strepsils by one quantity, the value was added into the cart with quantity equal to 1. Now if I increase it by another one, the quantity would increase by 2. It will be 510 rupees into 2, that is 1020. And number of items is 1. It won't consider the quantity, it will consider the item. Strepsils is as such is considered as one item. And now if I increment crocin, the number of items becomes 2 because there are two items, one is strepsils and the other one is crocin. So number of items is 2 and the total cost will be the total price which the user has to pay or the consumer has to pay is 510 into 2 plus 33.50 paisa into 1, which adds up to 1053.50 paisa. So this was adding items into the cart. Now if we want to delete the items from the cart, that is when I decrement it, when I decrement the quantity, as such nothing happens because we have not written the functionality. Let's see in this particular session how we can decrement the items in the cart. So initially val underscore decrement is equal to int quantity of number 1 dot c get of text. It will get the quantity present. Let me execute it. It will take this particular quantity. So val underscore dec will have this particular quantity, and now we have to decrement it by 1. So how it works? If val underscore dec decrement is greater than 0, if it is greater than 0, then I'll decrease my val underscore dec minus equal to 1. I'll decrease it by 1. Now I have to update it in the quantity field. That is quantity of number 1 dot config text equal to str of val underscore decrease of val underscore decrease. Now I have to call the cart function and decrease the value in the cart as well. Because we had already added the item, now we are decreasing it. So I have to remove it from the cart as well. So it is medicine 1 int quantity of number 1 dot c get of text, comma prices of number 1, comma number 1. So these values have to pass it to my cart. Now let me define my cart. Def cart, it is med quant price and then num. Let me define my global variables which I already defined in increment function. Let me copy it. So I've defined my global variables. Now, if quant greater than or equal to 1, if the quantity is greater than or equal to 1, then let me say length 1 equal to length of label underscore details. Label underscore details is a list which is having all the details entered in the cart. That is strepsils. If crocin is added, it will have that detail. If dolo is added, it will have that detail. So it will have all the medicine details. So I'm finding the length of label underscore details. Then I'm saying for f in range of length 1, then I'm saying if label underscore details of f dot get of text equal to medicine. If the detail is equal to medicine, so whatever is there in the cart, that value if it is equal to medicine, then it has to decrement it. So for decrementing, let me say text 3 equal to rupees plus str of price plus into plus str of quant. So the quant would have been decreased. The decreased value will appear in the cart. So I have to update it into my labels underscore details underscore 1. That particular I have to update my details. So now label underscore details underscore 1 of f dot config text I am saying is equal to text 3. So I'm updating. So initially it will be, suppose if I increment it to 2, strepsils I'm making it 2. So in the cart it will be having 2. Now if I decrement it, it will become 1. This functionality we will see later. I'm coding still. So that value has to be updated over here also. 510 into 1. It should no longer have 2. It should have 1. So that functionality I'm writing as of now. So is equal to text 3. Now I have to decrease the total price of value also. Total equal to total minus price, total underscore price dot config text equal to rupees, text equal to rupees plus str of round total comma 2, and then so the total price also I am decreasing in the cart, and now I have to break because my job is done. I am breaking out of the loop. Then I am saying else and I am passing it. There is no code for the else part, so I am saying it as pass. Now if quantity is not greater than or equal to 1, if it is less, that is if it is 0, if it is 0 it will come to the else part and it has to delete the item from the cart. 2 equal to length of label underscore details for s in range of len 2 if label underscore details of yes dot cget of text equal to medicine. If it is equal to medicine, then I'll decrease my total equal to total minus price. Then I'll say total underscore price dot config text equal to rupees plus str of round function of total comma 2 to 2 decimal digits. It will round off 2 decimal digits, it will round off. Now I have to delete the details from the cart. So I'll say label underscore details dot of yes dot config text equal to blank. Similarly, label underscore details underscore 1 of yes dot config text equal to blank. Now I have to destroy these two, the details. If it is strepsils, if it is 0, I have to destroy strepsils item from the cart. How do I go about it? It is label underscore details of yes dot destroy. Similarly, label underscore details underscore 1 of yes dot destroy dot destroy. Now I have to delete that value from the card. So I'll say del label underscore details of yes and then del label underscore details underscore 1 of yes. So the details have been removed from the cart. And number of items have to decrease. Number of items minus equal to 1. I am decreasing it. Then number of items dot config text equal to str of number of items. Then I am saying break, else I am saying pass. So friends, this should work. Now let me execute it. Let me close my previous sessions. Now let me execute it. So now let me increment strepsils to 2. See the cart. 2 items, 2 quantities of strepsils, 1 item 1020. Now I'll increase crocin by 1. So another entry and 2 items. Then I'll have dolo. So 3 items. Then I'll have thyronorm. So 4 items I've added into the cart. Now let me decrease strepsils by 1. So instead of 2, the text should have 1 over here. So let me decrement it. So it will become 1. There is a bug. Should be prices 1. Okay, now let me close this. Let me execute it again. So strepsils, I'll make it 3 quantity, crocin 2, dolo 1, thyronorm 1. Let me look into the card. 3, 2, 1, 1. Now let me decrease strepsils by 1. So it becomes 2. So it became 2. Now let me decrease it. It becomes 1. So it is 510 into 1. Initially it was 510 into 3. I have decremented. So in the cart also the value has decreased. and the total also will be reduced, will be subtracted. Two items of strepsils will be subtracted from the total even. Now, if I decrement strepsils by one more value, it will become 0. So, I no longer want this entry to be in the cart. So, now when I make it 0, strepsils has disappeared from the cart because I've deleted the entry. I've destroyed the entry from the cart. Similarly, let me reduce crocin by from 2 to 1. So, it becomes 1. Again, when I reduce, it gets deleted from the cart. Dolo also, let me decrease it. It gets disappeared. Tyronom, if I decrease, it gets disappeared. So the cart has 0 items and total is 0. So this is how the online medical store works. Is worked in TK Inter. Hope so, friends, it was clear for you. So basically, what we are doing, when we call the increment function, we are adding the details into the cart, and when we are calling the decrement function, we are deleting the details from the cart. So, hope so it was clear for you. I'll paste the entire code details in GitHub so you can have the source code for your reference. And if you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notification of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.